Good morning, everybody. It's Stephanie Kakras here with the weekly Wealth and Abundance Energy reading, and we are into the 9th and to the 15th of December 2019. So for those of you who don't know me, I have known since I was about 13 that I have a natural affinity for helping and supporting people, and I love working with people who have big dreams to change the world, and supporting them to step into their true life's purpose and overcome a lot of the fear and sabotage patterns that often get in our way of doing what we're really meant to be doing, which is part of the human condition. Not sure exactly why, but that's how it rolls. And I myself have been through many trial and error patterns and self-sabotage patterns, and I kept soldiering on, and it's only been with the help of my own mentors to help me. Without further ado, I shall get into the Wealth and Abundance Energy reading for this week. And so I hop on every Monday morning, or most Monday mornings at some point. Occasionally it's a Tuesday or whatever, if I have family stuff going on. And I choose 3 cards, and I give some guidance about what to focus on for the week in terms of helping you with your wealth and abundance building. So it's very exciting because this is the first reading where I've been able to show you my cards, which have arrived. This is a sample. These were the samples that have arrived, and the remainder of my shipment is due to come, I think, tomorrow, and I'll be sending out all the pre-orders there. So there's still time if you would like to order a deck in time for Christmas. So I have created these for parents to help them with guidance, higher wisdom, to help with, what to do with their children. So like with all my work, I created them for myself first, and there are 52 cards. Here's the guidebook. So when you choose a card, there's a write-up for each card in the guidebook. And here are the cards. They're very exciting. So this is what they look like, and this is what they look like. And I got the beautiful gold edging, which I'm so pleased that I got. So the card reading for today, so the first 2 cards I've chosen from my own deck, and the first one that's come up is communication. So this my deck is relevant for parents. So this says, my partner and I discuss our parenting regularly and respectfully. But in terms of the wealth and abundance energy reading today, this is about communicating what is on your mind and speaking your truth. Now, I might share all 3 cards, and then I'll talk about how they go together. So the second card that came up is the Goals and Dreams card. So this says it's time to create and or reconnect with our goals and dreams, both individually and as a family. So that's the Gold and Dreams card. And then the third card that I've chosen is from this gorgeous Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light deck. And this is an action card, which is share your voice. So it says, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. So this is all so that, interesting that two communication cards up, and the way to moving towards your goals and dreams. 2 things that are coming to me are, hi Kathleen, hi Sarah, hi Peter, nice to see you here. So 2 things that are coming to me in terms of that communication are to speak your truth to people who will listen. So I was going to say in a public forum, but I stopped myself there because it can be really scary to speak our truth to just anyone, because there's so much judgment and everything around. So but the message is to really speak your truth to, which might be a little bit different than the status quo, to people who understand you and who will listen, and to your tribe. So if you are a business owner then this week is a perfect week for you to speak up and to talk about what you believe in and what you stand for. And you might push some people away by doing that, but you will also attract those people who do resonate with you. And it's a really powerful way to gather your tribe around, is by speaking your truth. And as you do so, you also give others permission to do the same. So hi Rachel, I'm not doing individual card readings today. What I'm doing is a general card reading for anyone who's watching this. So the other thing about communication in terms of this goals and dreams card is it's a perfect energy right now to actually articulate and communicate your goals and dreams. So share something with a friend that you dream of doing or that you dream about in your future that sounds a little bit crazy. So find someone who you trust, someone who is non-judgmental, who kind of understands your kooky nature, and share with them what your dreams are for the world. And in articulating your dreams, in articulating your goals, even if they seem really crazy, it is very powerful manifesting energy, and it helps you to build that momentum to move towards them. If you don't have anyone that you feel comfortable sharing your wacky mad goals and dreams with, then use a journal or some way to write them down, and use the angels or someone in spirit that you trust. It might be Jesus, it might be the angels, it might be the fairies, it might be a tree, and talk to it or them about your goals and dreams, and get really clear on what it is, and really articulate it and own it and step into it, even if it feels like it's so far beyond where you are right now. That doesn't matter. It's about owning it, and it's about voicing it, and it's about stepping into it for this week. So something that's been coming up for me that I would like to speak about is, and I think it's relevant as well in terms of, you know, my big vision for the planet and so many of my colleagues and friends, is to move towards world peace. And the only way that we're going to get to world peace is with what I've been terming in the last couple of days to myself is radical kindness. Now, why do I say radical kindness? So a lot of people talk about practicing kindness, and I'm a huge fan of teaching our children kindness and practicing kindness. So kindness is, as we all know, about helping out other people. It's about, you know, carrying the shopping for the elderly lady, or for someone who's not managing, you know, help them out to the car. Or, you know, it might be paying it forward and buying a coffee for a homeless person, or buying a coffee for a stranger. It might be smiling and saying hello to the people who you walk past in the street. But radical kindness is about practicing complete non-judgment and allowing yourself to send love to absolutely everybody, even, you know, perpetrators and, you know, the so-called enemies, and people who you just don't understand, and you really can't understand what you're doing. And I was having a conversation with my 15-year-old son yesterday, actually, and this is a really perfect example. We walked past someone who was building a fence, and I didn't actually see it, but we were on a little family bike ride, and we walked past this, and he said, "What are they doing with that gate?" And it was a very judgy kind of, way that he actually said that. What on earth are they doing? And, you know, it was quite clear that he couldn't understand, and he thought that it was a really dumb idea. And I said to him, "What do you mean, love?" And he goes, "Well, it looks like they're building a gate and there's no actual fence. Why would you build a door when there's no fence around the outside or anything?" And I said to him, "Well, maybe they're building the gate first and then they're going to build the fence later." I said, "You don't know anything about what their plans are for their front yard or whatever." I said, I love that he's like me, he has a really curious mind, and he really loves to ask questions and wonder about the world and about how the world works and how things work. But I said to him, you need to start doing that with pure curiosity and not with curiosity laced with judgment. And I said, it's no different than, everyone has their own reasons for doing things. And even if they explain to us what those reasons are and we still don't understand or we don't agree with them, it doesn't mean that we can't accept that. Like, we really need to then just accept that that's their preference and that that's the way that they want to see the world, or that's the step that they want to take, and be okay with that, even if we can't see it for ourselves. And I said to him, you need to start doing more of that. He's asking questions with curiosity, not with judgment. And he said, I think I've been getting a lot better at that, Mum, actually, but obviously I need to do it more. So for this week as well, I really want you to practice radical kindness and non-judgment. So the world, there's a lot of turmoil in the world at the moment. There's a lot of outrage about, domestic violence, and in Australia our federal government has just absorbed the arts department, and there's a lot of people saying, what the hell, why would they get rid of the arts in this country, it's so important. And yes, not to be passive, like we still need to speak up, and we still need to speak up for what we desire and what we want, but we also need to do it in terms of, well, we don't know what's going on in his mind. We don't know where he's coming from to make these decisions. And yes, we don't agree with them. And yes, we can speak up about them. And yes, we can use social media as a force for good. But being really outraged and judgmental and have hatred is not the way to approach it. So we can approach it as standing up for ourselves, but still having an open heart space while we do it. So I feel like with these cards, the universe was encouraging me to share that radical kindness message for myself and for all you guys. Just to summarize, so for this week, we've got communicate your goals and dreams to someone, to the universe, and also to use your voice and share your opinions and share your passion, and to see how you can go with practicing radical kindness. And I'm hearing to remind me to say that we also need to practice radical kindness to ourselves as well, because when we're judgmental of others, we're actually really judging that part of ourselves that we have disowned or that we don't like. And there'll be all sorts of, we all have this self-talk, this voice going on in our head and on about things that we're not doing and things that we should be doing better and all that kind of stuff. And how about we just be kind to ourselves, accept that we're exactly where we need to be, and look upon ourselves with an open, loving heart. We're all doing the best we can. So on that note, I shall say good morning and good afternoon for those of you who are in different countries around the world, and I shall catch you all again next Monday. Oh, and if you would like to purchase a deck of my parenting oracle cards, then you can hop on the website, which is parentingoraclecards.com, and and you can order a deck through there, and they're going to be posted out in the next couple of days. I'll catch you again next week. Have a great week, everyone. Bye for now.